So I want to highlight a couple of the tools or a bunch of tools that I've been using over the years that I really wish I would have had when I first started out bathroom remodeling over 20 years ago. So keep in mind, some of these items are something that is kind of a normal thing for everyone to have. But 20 years ago, it definitely wasn't. And this is one of the tools right here, an oscillating tool. This is something I almost can't live without because of all the utility that I can use with it. It really precisely cuts things and allows you to demo easily without, going too far in a wall. So for instance, using it around a tub surround, rather than using a Sawzall, you can use one of these and be a little bit more delicate and make sure that you don't cut any wires or plumbing behind drywall that you can't see. Now this is the one that probably everybody has at this point, and that is a laser level. But when I first started out, it was very uncommon to find these in the home stores. No one really had them 20 years ago, but it is a game changer when it comes to setting tile and just about anything else in the bathroom, because setting things level makes everything a lot easier to work with. So being able to use a laser level to even hang a simple towel bar really makes a huge difference. Now this is one of my favorite circular saws. When these first started coming out about 15 years ago, the cordless saws, they were kind of a joke. They didn't work really well, but boy, this 36 volt Makita has been one of my favorite saws. I never thought I'd say I'd be replacing a regular corded saw with a cordless, but this thing is very versatile. Makes it so easy to be able to quickly cut anything in the field, especially if you're doing like a big garage and you don't want to have cords, going everywhere. It really makes it nice and easy, and the battery life really does last a long time. And then there's the cordless grinder. Now, blades for these for towel work have come a long way and are very versatile. It makes it really easy to cut tile. A lot of times you don't even need a wet saw. You can simply use a grinder to cut all your tile, especially floor tile, since most of the time you have trim overhanging it. But a cordless grinder has the right RPMs that really
That's right.
allows you to precisely cut things. And it's not only just for that, but just about everything else. So I can't really tell which one I use more, either a grinder or an oscillating tool in a bathroom remodel. But these are definitely the two tools you have to have in order to be efficient with remodeling, setting tile, and doing multiple things. Now, the one other thing these grinders can come with now that I really enjoyed using are these hole saws. So you can get hole saws that just attach to the grinder. Much more accurate, much easier. These blades
And that
also
should fit.
last a lot longer too. It's just amazing the difference and how much better they work.
Truly is amazing the difference there. Perfect.
And then you could put grinders for, I was refinishing a tub here, so having a grinder pad on it allowed you to sand things down. You also can get grinders, wheels for removing thin set and all types of other things. So a grinder is an absolute must have. Now this device, this is something that is also really nice to have. This is a dust shroud that you can hook up to a shop vac. So as soon as you turn on the grinder, it automatically turns on the vacuum, and then you can have a dustless installation. This is something that has really made a difference, especially cutting bigger tiles like this. And then for bigger tiles, anything above 12 by 12 inch tiles, I'd say using a leveling system has been a game changer for me. This is definitely something that wasn't out 20 years ago and is
Nope.
now commonplace. So if you're setting larger tile, using a tile leveling system is going to make you look absolutely professional and make it a lot easier to set.
$140. Maybe more for Hubert.
So these are even hexagonal tile 8x8s. Being able to use a leveling clip on this makes everything nice, flush, and even with one another. And in this tool, this is just a Sawzall blade, a heavy metal blade. This makes it a lot easier for cutting things like cast iron. Huge game changer when it comes to cutting heavy metals. Now this is something that I'm starting to think more about since I'm a lot older now, and that is using Pro knee pads. I really wish I would have started out with those years ago. It would have made it so that my knees don't hurt when I'm doing towel work. You have to protect yourself. When you're younger, you just don't think about these things, but these Pro knee pads are definitely great because they don't cut the circulation off around your knees. So they're basically like hockey goalie pads that you put on there, and it's definitely going to allow you to tile a lot longer in the field.
So 1.5 inches to the top of that pipe is all I need to cut. Just tighten this. That's all there is to it. So that makes a nice clean cut, and it's 1 inch down below my drain. Okay, so just make sure that this is pushed all the way around the pipe. We'll make sure that gasket's all the way on there.
And then I'd say the last couple of things that I think pertain to your back and health. Being older makes you reflect on some of the stupidity of how you went about things, but just having a simple dolly can really make a world of difference, carrying heavy things and moving them around, especially if you're working by yourself like I have for a very long time. I basically just did not want to hire people and have to maintain what they're doing, especially when it comes to bathrooms when it's such a small space. I've always just liked to work by myself. So buy a good dolly, be able to move things around like this cast iron tub, vanities, other things that are just too heavy and difficult to move.
These things are ridiculously heavy.
And just having a simple drywall lift to be able to hang a sheet of drywall by yourself really helps out. Again, it's about saving your back, allowing a tool to work for itself. So hopefully some of these tools that you'll take a look at might have already owned them already, and it's just something that I just want to address. But I get questions all the time about what kind of tools they should have for a bathroom remodel. And it is a lot. There's an extensive list, but these were the tools that really made things a lot easier for me. But check out my online courses. Each one of my courses, I break down the entire process of a bathroom remodel. I link all of the tools and the things that I'm using within each course, along with a lot of other helpful links and tips. And best of all, is you'll be able to contact me with any of your questions. I'm more than happy to help you in the comments section of my courses. So till then, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks so much for watching.